Massachusetts. Oh yeah, what a great community. I like Medford because Medford is such a nice place to be. They got Main Street, they got High Street, they got Forest Street, they got Salem Street, they got avenues, they got roads. Oh yes.
Hey Tufts University, how you doing? I'm Matthew Harrison with Melisma in collaboration with TUTV and Applejam. I'm here with Matt Farley, who's playing the show tonight. We have a few questions for you. Matt, how are you tonight?
Great. This is wonderful. Thank
Excellent. I'm very excited to have you.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to start off with, we're all familiar, of course, with the song you wrote for Medford.
Nice.
You're the guy who sings about Towns and Cities project.
Yep.
But I know you have lots of other projects on the internet as well, including, but not limited to, Matt Moturn Manly Man.
That's right.
And the Best Birthday Band Ever.
Yep.
I wanted to ask you if any of those projects are more important to you than other ones, and which ones you have the most fun with.
I really like the Very Nice Interesting Singer Man. He started off singing, I say he, but it's just me, but I kind of like take the character. He started off doing like bland songs about, like a whole album about household products, a whole album about clothing, body parts, 93 songs about office supplies.
Wow.
But then if you follow his discography, you notice he starts to lose his mind from singing all these songs, so that by the time Common Phrases comes out, it's songs about common phrases, but he's like slipping in like secret, private, personal details about his life and his existential crisis. And it keeps going to the point where he releases an album called Keep Being Awesome, where he talks about how he compulsively punches people in the face all the time. And I think it's hilarious, and most people don't notice, but I like that. Also, one other thing, like I do the Toilet Bowl Cleaners, it's all poop songs, but they have one album called Mature Love Songs, where no poop songs, just pure, unfiltered love songs. And I just like to imagine someone looking like, all right, there's the White Album with brown and yellow stains, there's songs about poop, puke, and pee, mature love songs, Again, I just want to be a fly on the wall when someone looks at that. But
Right, I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to ask you about the Toilet Bowl Cleaners. I read on your website that they're the most lucrative product you've made so far. Is that still true?
Oh, yeah. Well, Billie Eilish. Are you familiar with the great Billie Eilish?
I could say familiar, yes.
She loves the Toilet Bowl Cleaners. There's an Instagram video where she's talking about the poop song. And when that happens, suddenly, like every kid in America is like, what is this toilet bowl cleaner band that Billy's talking about? So if you look at the YouTube comments for the Poop in My Fingernails song, which I will be playing tonight, all of them say like, I can't believe Billy likes this song. And I'm just saying,
That's
yes.
incredible.
Yeah,
just watching the money roll in. For your songs, you mentioned the Very Interesting Singer Man, was it?
Very Nice Interesting Singer
Very
Man.
Nice Interesting Singer Man, excuse me. And songs that have, these concepts like singing about towns and cities or all about poop.
Yeah.
Are all of those lyrics and music written out ahead of time, or how much of that is improv? How does that something?
Yeah, the cities and towns. I do the music, and then I bring up the Wikipedia page for Medford, and then I hit record, and I'm literally singing more or less what I'm reading as it's happening. So I'm just like, Medford, Tufts University, Mystic River, and boom, done. On to the next one. Yeah.
So what's the turnaround on that? How many songs would you do in a day?
I could definitely do 20, 25 of those in a day, But it hurts, and most people wouldn't do it, After one, most people would say, this is ridiculous. But I just, I had this vision around 2006. My original band, Moe's Haven, all of our love songs were not selling, but our songs about monkeys were making us a little bit of money. And it was like when Newton had the apple fall on his head. It was this moment, a revelation, and I realized I've figured out my way into the music industry. It's just going to take 10 to 15 years of singing 20 songs a day in my basement.
Right, well, whatever it takes, right?
Here I am. Mission accomplished.
The big time. So that was a band out of, was it Providence?
Yeah, Moe's Haven, the guitarist, he'll be here tonight, Tom Scalzo and I, and we just, we developed a style, and the style is never say no to any idea. Whatever idea comes up, follow through on it, record the song. Midway through the song, you might think the song's bad, but you finish it anyway. Because if you get into the habit of not finishing a song, then you're going to have a bunch of unfinished songs.
Right.
And you're not a good judge of your own song midway through. You might hate it, finish it, release it, and then a few months later, someone sends you an email and says, I love that song.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever been surprised by the success of one of your songs like that?
Oh, yeah, all of them. Yeah. You guys requested tonight that I play I'm Sorry I Threw Up on Your Grandmother. And I honestly didn't know I had written that song. I had to look it up and be like, wow, man, these guys are digging deep.
Yeah, do you have to remember all the old chords?
Yeah, I had to look it up. I had to teach the rest of the guys. It was great.
Wow. So another thing I wanted to ask you about is World Moturn Day. Now, this is your get-rich-quick scheme. That's been 5 years in the making, so maybe quick is an exaggeration.
Well, the goal was to become a millionaire in one day. Thus far, I've become a 100-aire each of these days, so it's not working, but I made a playlist with 300 of my own songs, and all I ask of everyone in the world is that they listen to all 300 songs. If they do, I mean, if everyone in the world listened, I guess it's $1 per person. What's the population right now?
8 billion?
I'd get $8 billion like that.
Wow.
But
so Tufts University.
Get to work, kids.
World
Come
Moturn
on.
Day. When
June
is that?
3rd.
June 3rd.
All I ask is you spend 8.5 hours listening to my singing.
Easy. Do it while you sleep. Low
Come
volume.
on.
Spotify doesn't want you to know that, but it counts.
Blare it.
Wake up the neighbors. For your inspirations, we were talking a little bit earlier about what music you were listening to on the way here. I wondered if you had any specific musical inspirations and also comedic inspirations.
Yeah. Well, musically, Bob Dylan and the Beatles, the Beach Boys, Simon and Garfunkel, just like standard classic rock stuff, I guess. I had dreams once of being a respected artist, and I wanted to be like them. And it turns out I'm much better at writing songs about poop. So in terms of wackiness, there's a guy named Jonathan Richman who's from the Boston area, and I'm a big fan of his stuff. I like Andy Kaufman comedy too. He's kind of known for doing like straight-face put-ons, and a lot of I put up an album with 85 songs about body parts, and the reaction is often like, is this guy for real? So I like that kind of stuff.
Cool. So you mentioned earlier about how you found a way to find this niche in the music industry, and it was your way to break in. I wanted to ask you about sort of how you fill your time. Is it every day you're just writing these songs, or is there a lot of other stuff that goes on behind the scenes? What does a day in the world of Matt Farley look like?
Well, the clerical work is daunting, because for every song I have to type in the title, type in the songwriter, type in the publisher, get a code. Each song has its own identifying code. It's just awful, boring. Like for every album I put out, it's 4 hours on the couch clicking on buttons. And so that's awful. But put a movie on the TV, sit back and click buttons. What are you going to do? That's usually in the evening. And then my wife works 4 days a week, and we have 2 young kids, so I hang out with them when she's working, and when she's not, I'm downstairs in the basement, singing weird songs and coming up and apologizing to them. Yeah.
Excellent. And your kids, have they been a part of this process at all? Do you sing to them? Is this a family business?
Yeah, no, I'm starting piano lessons with a 5-year-old, but I don't want to push it, and I try to just play normal music for them, because my music isn't normal, and I just want them to, assimilate into the community.
Right, of course. So Matt Farley, the abnormal musician.
Yeah, they're hearing a lot, the poor kids, because it's not soundproof. So, but they at this point, that's just life. They think that's what every dad does.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can catch him here tonight at Applejam. Matt Farley, the abnormal musician. Do you have anything you want to plug on the program? Of course, we talked about World Moturn Day.
Yeah,
tune in. But
if anyone just wants to talk to me, my personal phone number is 603-644-0048. Just give me a call. We can chat.
Great.
All right.
Sounds like a great note to end it on. I've been Matthew Harrison. This is Matt Farley. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
All right. That was great.
Jingle Bells was written in Medford, Massachusetts. Main Street, they got High Street, they got Forest Street, they got Salem Street, they got avenues, they got roads, oh yes. Medford is a great place to go to. Tufts University, they're gonna teach you lots of stuff and make you super duper smart.